Here in the city, quite a light show if you look out toward the west, northwest, as some thunderstorms have been developing north of the Gonzales area and really not moving a whole lot. Now, thankfully, the rainfall rates are low enough that flash flooding isn't really an issue, but we do have some street flood advisories south of Baton Rouge. Really, these are more the river parishes just outside of our viewing area, Ascension, Assumption, where we do have the flooding threat. And it looks like a lot of that rainfall kind of winding down, a little bit more development. But rainfall totals in some of these areas have already exceeded, now this is radar estimated, 2.5 to almost 4.5 inches of rain. So that is a lot. And it's come down over the last couple of hours, but a lot of lightning looking off in the distance there. Now, most of these storms are not going to really move much. We'll likely start to see them weakening over the next couple of hours, but we might add another couple of inches in these isolated locations. Elsewhere, though, it looks like things will be settling down as we head into the day tomorrow. Development by the afternoon, mainly with daytime heating, but as we've also said, a front, cold front, weak June cold front will help to trigger a bit more rainfall during the afternoon hours. May not be enough to help cool things off and prevent us from getting into the upper 80s to low 90s, but a few cooling showers would certainly be welcome by the latter part of the afternoon. The risk of anything severe, and if you remember, this actually just changed, had included most of the Florida parishes. It's now confined to more south central and southwest Louisiana through the rest of the overnight. I moved our tower camera looking off in that direction to see, and I promise, just a few seconds ago, there was a lot of lightning. There it is. Okay. Camera was going to call me a liar. 82 degrees right now, warm, and it is still humid. It still feels like the upper 80s outside. And again, those thunderstorms off to our west. 89 our high tomorrow, but again, a better chance for those afternoon showers and thunderstorms. The 10 o'clock advisory is out, and we still do not have a named storm. This is still just a potential for development. And something to keep in mind, when we classified as a potential tropical cyclone, it really has not changed from when it was just an invest. It's not better organized, it hasn't strengthened. It just allows for watches and warnings and a forecast to be issued on the system that will likely start impacting areas within the next 24 to 48 hours. Again, this began about 4 or 5 years ago from the Hurricane Center. And again, this just allows for kind of ample heads up and lead time for these developing systems and systems that have a high likelihood of formation. Now, we could see this become a depression tomorrow, probably not through the overnight, but into tomorrow, and then just barely making its way to tropical storm status before moving into central Florida. And again, when we show you the forecast cone, this is only forecasting where the center of the storm will be. Most of the thunderstorms with PTC1 is actually well removed from the center, so that's not exactly telling you when the impacts will begin or exactly where the impacts will be. All of South Florida, even up towards central Florida, will get on the heavy rainfall, and really before the center of the storm even gets to the coast of Florida, all of the heavy rainfall will likely have already ejected off to the east. A hostile environment in the Gulf of Mexico. We're not looking at the Gulf, we're watching an upper disturbance, which is pushing that front on into the area, which will help our rain chances out by tomorrow afternoon, about a 40% chance. And then we're dry and perhaps a little less humid because of the front by Saturday. Some spotty showers are back by Sunday. Upper ridge builds in, which means we'll be hot and mostly dry through almost all of next week.
Perhaps things will be a little less humid.
Right. Perhaps a wee bit.
A wee bit humid.
You know, we'll take what we can do.
Just started. I thought it was done.
Well, we're here.
Well, astronomical summer, meteorological summer has already started.
Okay.
We'll explain that later.
now.
Well, that started back in March.
Right. Right.